Hi again, it's Professor Kalamanis. I just wanted to review a little bit. We had class today, we talked about the credo, and the argument was about what is ethics? What are we talking about when we talk about ethics? And Plato does a great job of putting Socrates and credo into a conversation so that we can learn about rhetoric, right? He's kind of saying, if you're arguing and you're doing something that is unjust because there's been an injustice done towards you, are you actually an ethical person? What is your life worth? Is your life and your virtue inside the law? Are you a just person, or are you going for corruption? And so I drew on the board, right, this idea of like money and corruption versus what he calls the soul or virtue. So we had that great conversation. So what we're thinking about is ethical arguments. We're writing a paper now about an ethical problem, something in healthcare, something in the education system, something that's going on in the environment, right? What are the ethics? So if we have a problem and a solution, what's the ethical argument? So I'm asking you to choose a problem and to write a paper about that solution to that problem. So you're going to talk about mental health in school, or plastic in the ocean, or windmills on Long Island. We're going to talk about the infrastructure on Long Island. I want you to keep it a relevant topic, something that matters to you and something that's local. And then I'm asking you to locate one outside source for the solution to the problem. So you go to the library and you say, hey, Professor Kalamanis wants me to find an outside source for a paper about a problem, right? A problem and a solution. So that's what I'm asking you to do. Figure out what you care about. And I asked you to write your working solution today, right? What's your thesis? And then I asked you, who can help you with that solution? So is that your senator? Is that your governor? Is that your town supervisor? Is it your local congressperson? Another thing I want to talk about is how participation is really key. So this is what you decided to do today, right? Who's going to participate? So if you didn't come to class, you get 0 points. If you just came to class and you didn't read or you didn't talk about anything, you got 2 points. If you came and you read, you got 5 points. If you came and you talked to me, you actually responded to my questions, you got 10 points. And then you got 10 points for writing out the quiz. So 10 points for participation, 10 points for the quiz, and 2 extra credit points for identifying somebody in the public sphere that can help you. So 22 points were available today. So one person got 22 out of 22. One person got 7. So you start to see the difference between who's going to get the A in the class, right? If you're willing to participate, if you're willing to read, if you're willing to speak up, you get recognized in the college classroom. You actually are doing better in the class because you're participating. So I want to say, if you haven't been coming to class, if you haven't turned anything in, you're failing. There's no hope of passing. You will not pass my class, so I suggest you withdraw. If you've been coming to class and we negotiated some late assignments because you had some issues, you and I have already discussed this, we've already been through with your counselors, you're in good standing. Just turn everything in as soon as you can. If you're doing all the work, you're doing all the homework, you're on track for an A, so congratulations. Keep doing the work. Come in on Tuesday with this thing from the library or Google Scholar, one outside source. And it's the holiday weekend, so I'm not giving you a lot to do. Just locate one article, unless you're trying to, get the extra credit. But happy Easter if you're a Christian and you're celebrating Easter. Happy Passover next year in Jerusalem to the Jewish students. I hope your fast goes well if you are celebrating Ramadan. And for those of you that are just seeking peace in the world, peace to you. Have a great weekend. I care about you, and I'm hard on you, right? I care, and I'm hard on you. All right, I'll see you next time. See you Tuesday.